It's more than a roast. It's everything and everyone you need, all at one table.
Good morning and welcome to Espresso on SABC3. It's Motivational Monday and we are doing some interesting things in studio today. Now we've cooked a lot of interesting foods in our Espresso kitchen in the past, but never before have we made what we are making today. Now it might not sound great on the ear, but it tastes amazing once it's on the plate. I'm talking about tongue. Now to many it's a delicacy and it's a big part of our Christmas lunch, and of course our President Jacob Zuma had this on his birthday menu, and he recently got married, or he got married this Saturday, and we are doing this dish in celebration of that. And of course we're making pickled tongue with chef and food blogger Maurice Bakomito. Good morning, Maurice. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
So well, welcome to Espresso.
Thank you.
Hey, so we're making a very interesting dish today.
Yes, we are.
Pickled tongue. Yum, yum. I don't have an issue with it, but a lot of people, I think, because it's an organ meat, they might be like, but it tastes really great though.
Yes, it does. And it looks great once it's finished.
Yes.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Great stuff. So take us through what we need to do this dish with.
We need about 2 cups of water. We need a 1/4 cup of white sugar.
Yeah.
A 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar.
Okay.
Some salt. 5 whole cloves. Pepper.
Yeah.
And 2 bay leaves. And of course, the tongue.
The tongue.
Yes. So we begin by pouring the water
Into our pot over there.
Yes, the sugar,
Great.
the vinegar. Can you open that for me,
Sure.
please? The cloves, the
How much
pepper,
vinegar do we need?
a 1/4 cup,
Okay.
the 2 bay leaves, and the salt.
Should I just pop that in there?
Yes, please.
Great.
And let's turn that on. And then you just stir this and keep it on the heat until all the salt dissolves away.
Okay.
Just making sure the water is infused with all the flavors.
Awesome.
Once that's done, it'll look like
We have pre-prepared pickle already.
yes.
Okay,
This is our
wonderful.
pickle mixture.
Okay.
So we grab this and pour it into a bowl.
Okay. Now, tongue usually takes a long time to make, but because this is the magic of TV, we have to do it a lot quicker, hey?
Yes, we do.
How long do you usually have to cook it for?
Well, the pickling process can take up to 3 days.
Wow.
So that's sort of discouraging to people. But, you know, you just plan ahead and it'll be okay. Now, you put that in the pickling mixture.
Okay.
And then this will go into the fridge for a minimum of 24 hours
Shall I
and a
pop it in
maximum
there?
of 3 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Lucky for us, we already have one that has been pickled.
It really is massive, hey? Can
It
you imagine
is,
that is
yeah.
like a real tongue?
A
I
real
prefer to
cow
see it. Yeah, I
tongue.
prefer to see it when it's done and cut up on my plate. This looks a little scary.
Don't be scared.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you want to take it out of the bowl so we can actually see what it looks like?
Sure. It's
Whoa.
it's really heavy.
yo.
This is a lot of tongue.
That's a lot of tongue right there.
Okay. So once
Hectic.
our tongue has pickled, once our tongue has pickled,
Okay.
we boil some water in a pot, and we put the tongue in the pot.
Sheesh.
And we're going to let this boil for 30 minutes for every 100 grams.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And there's a couple of 100 grams there, right?
Yeah, so that's gonna take like 3 to 6 hours to boil. And you just wanna turn it over and you know, check on it. And as the water boils away, you want to keep topping it up with water to make sure that it's always just moist.
Okay, so this is definitely not something that you cook for guests that just arrived on the spot, eh? They're gonna be at your house for a long time.
Maybe even 3 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome stuff.
Okay, so once that's done,
Yeah.
we take the tongue out of the water.
Yes.
And we put it into a mold Oh, sorry. We peel the tongue first.
Let's peel the tongue first.
We don't need to do that.
Because it's already done.
Yes.
Because of the magic of television and somebody called Zola. Now, you know what's funny is a lot of people, we asked you on our Facebook page to let us know what interesting organ meat you've had, so please continue to do so. But we have it all the time. We have steak and kidney pies. We have liver and braised onions. So this is actually something that's in our diet already. We just, don't know it.
And it's tasty and it's nutritious. I think
yum.
people just think of the gross factor too
Yeah.
much when it comes to food. You should be adventurous in your eating.
Let's be adventurous. Okay, cool. Let's hurry this up because we might run out of time.
Okay, so now we've pressed the tongue into a mold.
Yeah.
We wrapped it up in some cling film and we put these cans in another mold to push it down into a beautiful shape.
Nice.
So now we can take that off.
Okay. Is this that big tongue that we had?
Yes.
Whoa. That is amazing.
Go.
Almost hard to believe, hey?
It is. A lot of things that start out ugly can be very beautiful.
This is true. This is a true story. So the tongue can be a beautiful thing as well,
Yes, it
aesthetically
can.
and when you taste it.
Okay,
Nice.
so that is our tongue.
Wow, look at that. It's pretty incredible.
Very big difference.
I
from
prefer
before.
the way it looks now to the way it looks in the pot, to tell you
Yes,
the truth.
that is true.
All right, so now all we do is we're gonna slice it
We're
up.
gonna slice up the tongue, thinly slice it,
Nice.
and
Woo! Now this is the tongue that I know and love. This is what I remember from Christmas days. And if you would like this recipe for pickled tongue, all you have to do is SMS the word tongue to 33728 and we will send it to you, just minus the big tongue that you saw early on. You'd have to purchase that yourself.
can you help me with the plate?
There we go. This looks so fantastic.
We're gonna dish it up with some rocket.
Okay.
Rocket has a nice peppery flavor
does,
that'll
hey?
complement the tongue well.
Okay, we're almost out of time, so let's get to the tasting part because I
A little
have
bit
to
of
do
red
this.
pepper. And the pièce de résistance, the tongue.
There we go, tasty time. And this goes on our blue mat. It comes on just between 100 and 200 Rand. Now you know what, this might put you off because of the word tongue, but let me tell you something. I have this every Christmas. It really is phenomenal. I ain't lying. Test is in the tasting. Tasting's in the testing. Here we go. This is good. This is so good. Ewan's very, very jealous of me right now, but it really is good. So while we are preparing to go back over to Kat and our motivational expert, I'm gonna have another bite. This is really, really good. Over to you, Kat.
Stay with Espresso and SABC3.